In this video, I did a little bit more work on the Buick Regal. I got almost all of it painted the way I wanted to. I had video of me prepping it and painting it and all that good stuff, but I lost all that. I'm not sure what's going on. Thought I had my camera fixed, but something with it just corrupted all my video. So I'm gonna have to go out and get a brand new one at some point. So I apologize for that. So I'm kind of almost at the end of it, and I was starting to peel the tape when I went and just tried to look back on it, and it was all encrypted and wasn't able to look at it. So now I switched to a backup camera that I have, aka my phone, for right now. So I'm gonna have to use that as for the meantime until I get a new one. So I really apologize for that. So as you can see in the background, I have my the car just about untaped on this side. I'm going to get some pinstripe kit for it, just to the corners and everything, and where the paint touches each other, it kind of doesn't look so good. So got a couple odds and ends stuff that I'm gonna do to it yet, and then also for the front, I got to take off the front bumper and do a little bit of work yet to the front end area, and I think I'm gonna have to do another couple coats on the hood and the roof. Just seems like there's some spots on it that need to be touched up, so I'm gonna get some more paint for that, and everything else should be pretty good. So now I'm just gonna kind of go over it and show you what it looks like. So here we go. Hey guys, you can see here is the I untaped it, and you can kind of see how the lines look. They're it definitely needs a pinstripe or something. It's a little dirty. I've been doing some stuff, and it's kind of got a little dirty, but it's not really the paint, it's clean. And then this, obviously I need to clean this up. This just needs some cleaned up there, but you can see that. And then there's some tape yet I have to pull off. I'm gonna have to undo the window a little bit to get that off, but everything else looks really good. There were some spots here when I pulled it off that it kind of pulled some of the paint, if you can see that. I'm trying to show, there you go. You can kind of see it kind of pulled some of the paint there. So I'm gonna have to do some touch-ups with that. Then on the back window, you can see I got a little bit, and then the roof, it's hard to tell, but I just actually put another coat on. It doesn't look too bad. Like I said, it's not perfect. You can see there is a little bit of dents here and there, but and then onto the trunk, that side over there, it just looks like there's a couple spots. I need to back it out into the sunlight and kind of get a better look at it, because that'll kind of tell everything. But I have this yet that I didn't pull off yet for the tape. And this side I didn't pull off because I wasn't too happy with some of the paint that I need to touch up. And along with the roof, it just has some waves to it. You can see the lines and stuff. So it just has a couple odds and ends stuff that I need to do yet. So got to work at that. So we're gonna do that. Sorry, as I was saying, I got this side over here pretty well good. The hood, like I said, it's gonna need, I think, another coat or so. It doesn't look too bad, just to make sure that everything's good on it. I did just put another coat on, so I think I'm about 6 coats right now of the Plasti Dip, so it's gonna need probably a couple more yet till it's good. I'd like to probably do at least 2 more coats. And the first coat I did was pretty light, and then I gradually got a little thicker and thicker. The only thing that I kind of forgot to do after I started was I did want to take this off. So I'm going to see what all that entails to take it off. If there's 2 nuts underneath or something, and then I'll put a little bit of, I'll cover that up and epoxy it and everything that way, and then I'll sand it all good, and then just have to paint this little area here. But I do need to take the front bumper off and paint that, and take the bumperettes off. So I'd like to do that, and then possibly take this off. As you can see, some of this is the chrome starting to come off, and I'd like to take this off and paint it as well. I still need to do these two headlights and everything on this side and clean up the bezel. And I need a passenger side turn signal bezel or marker light bezel. I'm not sure which that is called correctly. So I do need to do that. On the driver's side, I can show you that here then. I did get a little bit of overspray, but it comes off pretty easy. So I didn't really worry about that too much. On the driver's side though, I did kind of go a little crazy with the overspray. You can see I kind of worked here a little bit, but I'm going to have to get all that off. I should have taped it up a little bit better and more, got more stuff on it, but you can see that there's a lot of overspray on this side. And there was a spot up here that when I was pulling the tape off, it kind of pulled. So I'm going to have to tape that back up and redo it. So it just kind of stinks, but I got to do it, so it's no big deal. Just need to fix it, and then all this just needs it taken off, so it's no big deal. So that's just really easy to do. And then this all comes off here. So I just got to take the time and get all this off, this overspray. Everything else turned out pretty good. I still got to I'll put the trim back in after I clean out all the windows. And this window, I still need to get a front piece of glass, so I'm going to start pricing around to get a new glass for this. Everything else is fine on it. On this side, I do have to take everything apart and undo the window a little bit. That way I can get some of this tape off. I didn't realize that the tape was wrapped around it so much on it, so I'm going to have to fix that. The back window, like every other window, I'm going to have to kind of rub everything to get it nice. So just going to take a little bit of work, and this has just have a little bit of, looks like paint or something on it, so that's going to be fun to get off. And then I'm going to have to, I got the clips in the trunk, and I got to get the screws and screw in here to put the rear trim around the window, which shouldn't take too long. It just goes around the top here and on the sides, and the bottom does not have any trim on it. So just got to get that done. And then the next thing I'll do is put the weather stripping around the window here. I think it starts down here and then goes around and just kind of covers this all up here, so you can see that. And then I might tape this off and get it painted black just to match everything else. So I might do that just to kind of match everything. Still not sure on that. Everything else is pretty good, but actually the hood doesn't look too bad in here in this light, but when I turn on the lights in the garage, you can kind of see some lines and everything, so I just want to kind of make that look a little bit better. So you can kind of see it. I'm just gonna do a little overview, kind of shut up on it. So there's that. And then also, I don't know if you guys saw the video of the golf cart that I got. I messed around with it a little bit. It needs a little bit of clutch work, and I'll try to get some video of that, of me driving it around here shortly. I just got to get all my video and see if I even have any of that video. I might have to redo all that. So I'm not sure how much of my video got corrupted, so I do apologize for that. And I know my garage is a mess right now. I still have to finish this. Waiting on a steering wheel actually for this right now. Got a Power Wheel steering wheel, Ford Power Wheels steering wheel for it. So got to drill the hole and put that in. And then I got some Thompson's water seal for it. There you go. So I'm gonna probably put 2 coats of that on, and that should be good to go. Just little odds and ends stuff with that one, and that should be finished. And then I just got some wood I'm building a table and bench for my parents. So there's all the wood and stuff I'll need for that. So that'll be the next wood project I got. which I can show. Obviously, I'll show some pictures of me doing that, and which will be a fun little project to do on the side of doing the car related or the golf cart. So, and still in regards to the Silverado, I still need to figure out. I'm going to try to pull out that rear camera and see if I can if there's a way that I can rotate the camera inside the bezel there. That's something I can do. If not, I'm going to have to contact the head unit people and see if there's a way to invert it. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. So if I am, just let me know in the comments and I'll try that. So I appreciate it. In the meantime, this is about as far as I got with the Buick Regal. I'll try to pull it out here and maybe get some pictures of it and just kind of go with that. So I appreciate it, guys. And just like the page, subscribe, and stay tuned for more to come. Hey guys, just wanted to update you guys. Can't really see the speedometer or anything, but just wanted to take the car for a ride around the block quick. This is the first time that I was able to drive it, really. When I first bought it, I didn't really drive it at all, so here we go. Hopefully nothing happens, and just gonna take it easy, not get too crazy with it. And yes, the front end does, the front tires do scrape. I apologize, it's kind of hard to see in here. See a little bit better out, but drives really well. Cruising around 1800 RPMs, I think around 40, so everything's looking good. And the speedometer does, these lights are really bad, but the speedometer does make a little bit of noise. I guess I'm gonna have to tear that apart and just see if I can grease that up or something. I think it's cable driven. So, got to do that. And the radio does work. I just turned it off for, that way you guys can hear me. But the radio does work. So everything else works really good. I'm going to turn. So everything is working. The only thing that is on is the volts. There's a wire that I need to plug in to the alternator, and I got to get a wiring schematic for that and just kind of get that tied in, and then that'll be fine. I do have the windows down, but right now the switch only works on the driver's side. The passenger switch does not currently work, so I'm gonna have to get a new switch, that way that side will work. The only thing is they are very slow, so I'm not sure if that's like a voltage issue or if that's just the switch is bad or there's a grounding issue. Just little things like that, or something that's wrong with it. So but yeah, it runs very, very good. so I can't complain. And you can hear that it scrapes. The front tires are a little bit too wide, and I got a fender roller at home. I'm gonna have to roll all the fenders on it, front and rear. If I go over a really hard bump in the back, they hit too. So just something I'm gonna have to fix. But it definitely has some go. I'm barely on the throttle right now, and don't really want to get on it too much. Just want to make sure everything's working good before I mess with it too much. And also I want to check the brakes. The brakes are a little soft, so I don't know if the pads need changed or not, but I'm going to go through all that in a different video, just kind of going through everything. With the brakes, I did check the oil and check the rear lines and the rear brakes, and they were fine. It's just I didn't get to the front yet, so that's something I'm gonna have to look at when I get to it. But everything else is really good. I'm really happy with it so far. Do have a little bit yet ways to go, but everything seems really good. Temperature is around a little over 180. Volts are perfect. They're at like 14, and oil pressure is right around 50. Everything's shifting really good. This does have a small shift kit in it. Excuse me, I'm sorry. It's nothing too crazy, but it does have a light shift kit in it. Make sure I don't. That was probably like half throttle right there. But it's not the loudest car in the world. It does have long tube headers, and then I think it's 2 1/4 inch pipe all the way to hush mufflers, and then that goes back out the sides right behind the back tire. So it's not the loudest car in the world, which is kind of nice. It's more of a sleeper, so it makes it nice. But I don't know if you can hear that. The Speedo does make a little bit of noise. And I'd like to get some brighter gauge lights. I'm gonna probably get some LEDs if I can. If they make them, I'm sure they do. So I'm probably gonna get some of those and see if I can get those lights a little bit brighter. It's kind of hard to see at night. And then also for the radio and for the instrument cluster, or not instrument, it'd be for the vent controls, which aren't even hooked to anything, as I took that out one of the earlier videos. So I might actually, looking at it, I might try to move some of the gauges up into that area to see if they'll fit. I know I got bigger gauges than I originally wanted, so that kind of stinks, but I might try to do that. We'll see, but that'll be down the road. And I do have on the left side, you can see I have the newer lights in, whereas the right side has the stock ones, which kind of really suck. These really help the high beams, but you can kind of see the left side's more of a blue, and the right side's, you can barely see it. I mean, it's on right now, it's just that dim, so it needs a little bit. I still need to do the passenger side lights, which I didn't get to yet, and I'm gonna have to buy the marker light lenses. I guess that cover, I'm gonna have to buy that. You can see that there's the high beams. So I got a little bit yet I need to get for it, so I'm gonna probably order that soon. That way I can have it. My goal is to have this car ready and done for
Shrewsbury Markets. There's a cruise-in. I believe it's the 3rd Friday of the month, and I'd really like to have that ready for that. It's a fun show. I think last month there was almost 900 cars there, so it's a really fun car show to go to. It's a probably 45-minute drive from the house, so I'll probably take it to work a couple days just to make sure everything seems good, and but I'll probably do that maybe next week, and it's gonna soon need fuel, so I mean it's gonna got a little bit of stuff yet to do with it. So but here's its first main voyage. I know it's nothing too exciting, and it's kind of in the middle of the night, so I think it's around 9 o'clock or so. So just wanted to show you guys, finally got this thing running and roadworthy, semi. Still needs a couple odds and ends, but I feel comfortable driving it right now, at least around the block. So you can see there, it hit again on the driver's side. The front tires are a little bit big, I would say. They're 255, 55 or 60 sidewall height, and they're 15s, I believe. So they are a little bit big for the fronts, but they were originally on the rear, and I just bought new tires for the rear. So I'm gonna try to see if I can squeeze it in here without rubbing too much. And we are back. So I'm gonna put this thing away, and I will see you guys shortly. So stay tuned, subscribe, and thank you for watching.